Halloween. So, I'm not. So, first of all, we have a re-release coming out in the cinema. We have The Shining from 1980.
Here's Johnny.
Here's Johnny.
That's all I know about that film.
Possibly Jack Nicholson's greatest parts, I guess.
I'd agree as well.
Yeah.
You know, that's another movie I've actually seen. It's just because it's so difficult to find, to be honest, when these older films.
They are difficult to find.
So
I think the reason they're coming out with this one again is they have a accompanying short at the beginning, which is called Work and Play. And it talks about the sort of background and all of the work and stuff that went into making The Shining.
like a behind the scenes kind of.
Yeah, so in 1975, they had the Steadicam that was invented, and they actually developed on the Steadicam while working on The Shining and using it in different ways, and talking about the research that they did into horrors. So
Got a bunch of notes, I see.
yeah, I know, I've got a bunch
a lot of notes.
So Stanley Kubrick and the sort of co-writer, they spent hours watching horror movies to see what exactly made a film scary.
Half of them are the Stanley Kubricks themselves.
Yeah, the science of horror.
Stanley Kubrick had an amazing line. It's a great quote. He says, "It's easy to make a film, but to make a great movie is a miracle."
Oh.
And it's very true. I mean, so many films come out, and we come out and we're like, yeah, it was fine.
Only certain films reach like Batman v Superman level of like perfection.
Get out!
Every show Batman v Superman comes in, man. There's always one appearance.
Once in a century, a film.
So I think so. You went to the screening, right?
So I went to the screening at the 20th Century Fox building in Soho Square, and they were very nice.
Does the music come on whenever you walk in?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I wish it did.
That's like when at the censor, when someone walks in, the epic music comes.
Theme song coming up.
No, that didn't happen. But no, that was really interesting. And then they had an interview with the twins who played the
all grown up now,
twins.
What now? As they're old.
They're old.
Obviously, no one, they're not stuck in their own time loop.
Yeah, they're still just like little children. And yeah, so that was really interesting. That was really nice to see. And then like Kubrick's daughter and brother-in-law, who's sort of business partner. And they were talking about Kubrick and all of the stuff that went into making this film. So that's really interesting. The film itself, great. I think the shots, the long shots with the Steadicam and the music really are the key points of building suspense and tension in the movie.
Rather than
I was like sitting there and the music's building. You've got like these really fast, high-pitched strings. You've got really low brass, and it just like builds and builds and builds.
You don't see much of that nowadays, do you? Just straight to jump now.
It's all like someone walking in, but literally there's just these long camera shots, and I'm like getting tense in my seat, like something's gonna happen.
But they don't show it.
And then something's gonna happen, and and obviously Jack Nicholson is fantastic.
Well, this is pretty much his like his. This is like probably his.
If you look on any like scariest movie of all time, Shining's up there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it that scary? Because I've not seen it. So would you say it's got the hype? Like, is it really that, or is it just more like?
It's not going to give you nightmares. It's more
psychological.
Yeah, it's more psychological. The whole idea of isolation, because they're
cabin
up in
fever,
the Overlook Hotel. They're sort of the caretakers over the winter months when it's closed. So it's like 6 months that it's just him, his wife, and his kid, and that's it.
Yeah. I think to that, I'll also say, what actually is horror to some people is different from other people. Yeah. Some people love their jump scares.
For you, it's
for
DC.
me, I'm so bored by that. Instead, psychological horror.
I love psychological horror.
They get to your mind.
Shutter Island, man.
And you think about them, remember about them, even after you've left the theatre. Yeah. So I would say this is a very...
The one downfall, though, is, for me, Shelley Duvall. I thought she was like... And maybe it's the acting of the time.
Yeah,
exactly.
She's all like, but Jack... we need to take Danny out of here. And then when she's running around and she's got the knife and she's like, like Team America, running around. And she's been like, had no...
basically the damsel interest.
Yeah, no control over her limbs. And I was just like, oh, honey.
We need to talk.
We need to talk about... She was like, had smart moments, but then just, I don't know. But like, if you are lost for anything to do on Halloween, find a cinema that's showing The Shining with the work and play short at the beginning.
So will it be a wide release?
I think you need to find it online. I think you need to see if there's a cinema showing it. I don't know how wide it is going to be, but you can find it on like Park Circus website and things like that.
It's the 30th anniversary, is it?
No, it came out in 80, so 37 years.
Okay, right.
We're old,
Very, very old.
basically. But yeah, the review's on the blog.
Yeah,
so
the
if you
review
like
is on the blog as well, so you can check that out. And then I've already completed Stranger Things 2, and if you haven't got anything to do...
When did that come out? Yesterday, right?
Yesterday. So the second season, just as good as the first. If you're lost for anything to do this weekend, watch that. And then afterwards, there's Beyond Stranger Things with Jim Rash from Community.
The Dean.
The Dean! So...
What is Beyond Stranger Things though?
So it's
like
it's basically a circle table like this, and he sat down with the Duffer Brothers.
So it's just a discussion about
Stanley Levy or something like that, one of the producers, and then the kids
Oh, okay.
and all the actors and stuff. So you've got Millie Bobby Brown, you've got Finn Wolfhard.
The annoying one from It.
That.
So I've not seen Stranger Things myself, actually. So if you sum it up, how intense is it? Is it creepy, scary?
It's very creepy.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's not like
Is it more like
jumping
disturbing?
in your face.
Like I've seen bits of it on the
it's
trailer.
not like that.
Isn't it?
It's creepy. It's strange.
It's strange. Oh, okay.
So
Title.
It's more alien creepy.
Okay, I
than-
see.
than
Okay.
anything else.
it's like a monster comes out of an alternative
Yeah.
reality.
Oh, it came out at a good time, isn't it? Just before Halloween weekend, pretty much,
Well,
isn't
yeah,
it? Help
exactly.
yourself.
I'm sure they timed it.
Yeah, exactly.
But with the new season, you've got a couple of new characters, which is good. You've got Paul Reiser, who was in Aliens. You've got Sean Astin, Sam from Lord of the Rings. He's got he's got a part for
Okay.
most of the series.
I'll carry you, Mr. Frodo.
Oh, carry you, Mr. Frodo. And then you've got this guy called Dacre Montgomery, who is, I thought he was Zac Efron when he first came on.
Montgomery. Not often you see someone named Montgomery.
Sure, it's a
I think he's from New
compliment.
Zealand. But yeah, no, he came on screen. I was like, is that? And I had to go on IMDb, but no, he's
While you
kind of
watched it.
budget Zac Efron. But no, that was really great. But I feel sorry for Will Byers. He's the kid that all this stuff kind of happens to, but the focus is on everyone around him, which is really strange. I think he should get more credit for what he's done.
But he doesn't have enough screen time in the first season anyway.
Yeah, but
So I think-
in this one he has a lot more.
Does he? Okay.
Obviously, because this time he doesn't disappear. So, and like literally, the first episode is the disappearance of Will Byers in the first season, and I'm like, he needs more recognition.
Yeah.
He does very well.
He acts really well, doesn't he? Yeah,
Fantastically.
he acted amazingly.
And
time will
better,
come.
even better in the second season.
His time will
Because,
come. Season
time will
3.
Yeah, I thought he was the best actor in that first season.
but
One
like
of
it's
the
even
children.
better because like he kind of gets possessed at one point.
Yeah,
Let's not
kids.
spoil it.
I won't get
Kids
into
getting
it, but,
possessed is like the creepiest thing
but
ever.
Millie Bobby Brown and Finn Wolfhard, their relationship develops is really nice.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some relationships that sprout that you're not quite expecting,
Yeah.
which is quite nice.
Tell me-
Like they were like, oh, these characters are pairing up, and these characters are pairing up, and these guys are just kind of left by themselves.
Oh.
We'll pair them up, and it works very well.
Oh, that's really good.
It's
Yeah.
really nice. And this is the stuff that you find out when you watch Beyond Stranger Things, which only becomes available on your list once you've finished the season.
It's
No
like
way.
it's like a game. You can only unlock
Yeah.
the story once you've completed it. Otherwise,
It's
bonus.
it's like unlocking the
Yeah.
bonus material. It's really good.
Actually, I have to ask, when does 11 come into the scene? Is it very much in the beginning of the season? Unless it's a spoiler. then
no,
don't
it's quite early on.
Okay, alright, that's
Yeah,
good.
no, she's in it quite a lot, but she doesn't rejoin the party until sort of later on.
Okay, alright.
I'll add it to my list. It's just everyone's been telling me to watch it. It's just,
I
you
think
just get
it's
so
a
much
good
If
stuff.
you
watch.
don't hear my opinion, I think it's a bit overhyped.
Yeah.
I think it's
Oh,
good.
everything's
it's
always
good
overhyped,
TV.
isn't it?
Yeah, I mean it's good
Yeah.
TV, but I think Netflix is so well at marketing that it's just got into people's minds.
Oh, it's
that
everywhere,
This
yeah.
is something I need to watch. This is something everyone is watching.
Yeah.
So
I had a stranger on the train tell me to watch it.
wow,
Yeah.
Yo, watch it. What?
Stranger Things, right?
Because we were talking about it and I hadn't seen the first
Oh, you
season.
overheard.
And they turned and they were like, no, seriously, watch it.
Watch Game of Thrones. It's one of those people. Watch Game of
It's
Thrones.
watch Game of Thrones, yeah. And moving on to, so if you, again, are lost and you've seen The Shining, you've seen Stranger Things, and you want something else to do, we have some suggestions.
Suggestions,
So we'll
yes.
start with Abu.
I shall go first. So I'd probably say probably the creepiest thing I've watched is probably The Grudge, the Japanese version.
Japanese.
not the English one.
The
English one isn't too
original
bad actually, but
proper
the
one.
original one, I mean, the Western one isn't actually too bad when you watch it. But when you compare
Yeah,
it,
it was okay.
It's decent, yeah, but when you compare it to the original, it's called Ju-on in Japanese. It's just so creepy. It's literally like the way it's shot is ridiculous. It just makes because the film focuses on basically this ghost who has a grudge, ironically.
Really?
And he haunts like whoever happens to go in his apartment. So it just follows all these strangers around and how they meet their demise. And the film follows basically because it follows a bunch of like women basically. He gives the film a lot more vulnerable feel. They're like just young defenseless women rather than like Arnold's and Rambo's and Stallone's. You know, if you followed them through the film, you wouldn't feel scared. But in this one, because it's following these just women who just live at home on their own, it builds up a lot of suspense and fear. And he has the creepiest thing. He has a creepy kid. Like everything has a creepy kid.
Always.
It's just been creepy.
I think Grudge started this creepy kid
Yes.
thing. Grudge really did. Before that, I don't remember seeing any creepy
I mean, when you watch this
kids.
film, man, it's like, I mean, the kid's creepy, then the kid's mom shows up, it's even more creepier.
Oh, yeah.
And the way, like, I mean, there's some scene involving, like, when she's going to sleep, you mess you up for a while, you won't go to sleep anymore.
There was an interview I heard on the radio with Millie Bobby Brown and Finn from Stranger Things, and people were calling in and giving them their like scary experiences, like real life stuff. And someone was like, "Oh, I heard what sounded like children running around in my attic," and even Millie and Finn were like, "Oh my god, not children! They're the scariest. And we're them."
It really is like this kid is always there, and he's always in the background of every shot. So when you know things are going to go down, he appears in the background or in reflection of the window. It's all very subtle and it's done very quietly. It's not a big razzmatazz, it's not big, flashing display. It's all very low key, which gives it a lot more of a real feel.
Okay.
So that's probably one. If you find it, definitely check it out. It's very creepy, very disturbing, and watch it with the lights off. You'll enjoy it. So
we've got the Japanese version of The Grudge.
Yeah, and another one. What's on the list? Okay, cool. This all. See, I knew it.
Got a running order. We're organised.
We're organised. Smoothly done. The Babadook. So it's on Netflix actually. It's on Netflix.
Came out only like 2 years ago. Or
yeah, but I highly suggest because it's such a good movie. I enjoyed it a lot. So this follows a kid, of course,
children,
who happens to.
Why do we have them?
Yeah, he says he lives with his mom alone, and he's saying to his mom, "Oh, this thing in my room, and it's haunting me." It's called the Babadook, and basically follows him around. And the kid's got this creepy voice. He behaves creepily, and his mum just thinks he's being an idiot. And what works here is like the Babadook isn't really actually shown throughout most of the movie. It's just enticed. He says his presence, it's around, but you never actually see it until like near the end of the film. So it's always building on that suspense, and he doesn't really get rid of it. So I think probably with a film like Lights Out, great movie, but they reveal the monster like off the bat. Tension's gone. Whereas this one, it just keeps on racking it up, and it's very low key. It's literally just this mom, her kid in a house. There's nothing flash about it.
It's very simple.
Yeah, I think this is what makes a horror film good. I think is to keep it low key. Don't make it a massive event because it loses its basically its vibe. So just like The Grudge, it's done just them two in the house very much, and them going out. And yeah, definitely if you want to check a nice scary movie. And you don't want to see some weird Japanese stuff.
I've seen some fancy dress of the Babadook, and some of it's really well done.
Yeah, it's just creepy. Like when he opens up the book and the Babadook's in there, it's just like done in a really artsy way.
Right.
So
I never got into the Babadook film, so I watched it. I heard very good reviews. I watched it, and I thought it was very underwhelming.
horror is subjective, so
yeah, I think it's exactly the matter of subjectivity. But I thought the film was a bit too slow. The psychological development wasn't as rewarding.
Yeah, see, that's where you two differ on what you want.
I prefer
You're very much supernatural kind of ghosty stuff, whereas we're more like psychological stuff.
Yeah, maybe that's a fair point.
Yeah. So
that's how Pennywise works. He finds
so
fear.
What do you like? Do you like the supernatural or do you like the psychological? So now, Mo, what's your sort of horror pick?
So I think you guys have given good picks. I think Grudge is one of the very, very top-notch horror films. I would also mention another foreign film. It's had remakes, English remakes.
Yeah, it's got a Western remake.
Yeah, but again, it's the original. It's a Swedish film called Let the Right One In. It follows a boy who's coming to the town and meets another girl, and the girl turns out that she's not human. She's actually a vampire.
Yeah.
And the film has some of the best shot horror scenes I've ever seen. There's a swimming pool scene.
That scene is
that scene
incredible.
is literally
It's 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm just looking at it now.
90%.
98.
Yeah.
Is that the original one? Yeah.
2008. Yeah, it's got like Scandinavian cast. So
yeah.
Fantastic film. So I would highly suggest that for the Halloween weekend.
Yeah, and if you don't want to watch the Swedish one, there is an American one, and it's Chloe Grace Moretz playing the vampire, and also there is a play which is incredible. I went in there not knowing anything about the story, and it was pretty terrifying.
sorry,
it was pretty ghoulish.
It's nothing to do with that. I was checking IMDb. The director of that movie made The Snowman. Jeez.
He did. That's what we were talking about the last time. That we were expecting so much about it. Yeah.
Let's not.
Oh my!
Let's not.
I'm gonna say
So-
I'm gonna call that Snowman was when it comes to December, the end of the year review. Snowman is up there. Nothing's gonna beat it. Hey, you made that? How?
I know.
So many
We're
questions.
gonna have to have one episode.
Oh, we will.
about,
End of the year.
Like the disappointments, and then do the good ones.
He's already got
Different-
Justice League pen down already.
Today it was like Justice League poster everywhere going,
I'm like-
no!
I'm like, that's a nice post. It's like,
I hate this already.
I'm telling you from the trailers. If you've seen the trailers, it
Give
looks
it
so
a chance, man. You
disappointing.
might. There's a 1% chance you like it,
Chance.
man.
This is why you shouldn't watch too many trailers.
Yeah, I've kind of stopped watching. I kind of watch it
Everyone's
whenever.
like, "Oh, have you seen the new trailer come out?" No.
We only watch it now whenever we plan to do a trailer show. Then we're like, okay, we're gonna have to watch it. Otherwise, I kind of not plan to watch it. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything.
All right, I think that wraps up everything that we have for tonight. So
Yes.
enjoy the weekend, enjoy your Halloween. I hope we've given you some idea of something to do if
The
you've got a
Grudge.
night in. Yep.
That noise. I remember the noise she makes when she picks up the phone when she's talking.
Oh, the
Yeah, that's the noise.
That's pretty good.
That's the noise. Yeah.
sleep well. All right, good night. Thank
Bye.
you for joining us. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, everything.
All that bits and bobs.
Good
Links
night.
down there.